Welcome back. This is the second episode of the introductions to living conditions around Hsinchu Science Park, and I'm your host, Yong. Let's dive in. About 1.5 kilometers away from the science park, it feels better taking a stroll here. The ramps here are more friendly comparing to the endless ups and downs in Jinshan Village. Yeah, choose there if you enjoy hiking. And right there, it is Hsinchu Sports Center.
There are two big topics for anyone working in a science park: good food and losing weight.
Sometimes I feel like the relationship between the employee and the employer is not much different from pets to their owner. A park built to keep us in. We are fed well, and most companies are equipped with gyms for exercise. Hsinchu Sports Center is an alternative if you prefer to have a little me time during exercise. Because working out in the company gym involves a lot of socializing. Why is exercising so important? Because the amount of food at work here is crazy. Besides the comp meals from the company, there are all these different reasons for ordering afternoon tea or all kinds of treats from colleagues. Someone is on board, someone is off board, someone made through probation, someone is here for 1 year, someone is here for 5 years, and someone is here for 20 years. Someone finishes a project, it's Christmas, it's all hands meeting, it's workshop. You'd assume the city described as a delicacy desert because people here don't care about food, but it's the opposite. People here care so much about food. If you don't talk about drinks and food here, you cannot blend in. Trust me, this is no joke, I'm serious. I suppose with all the stress from work, it makes sense for using food and exercise to blow off some steams. The courts and equipment here are pretty nice. There is also a lab you can check available time slots and make court booking. Well, I need to be upfront with you about something might not be ideal here. Traffic. For example, traffic jam is the biggest complaint here, so the road and traffic lights here are mostly designed by prioritizing car drivers. As you can see, there is 0 traffic lights set up on the entire Jinshan South Street, and making it is basically one straight way to Science Park without any stop. Which means it's really difficult if you are from the other direction and trying to get there. People just ride at their will, randomly, even under the traffic cops' watch. And this was a real eye-opening when I first came. I was just so confused by how riders make turns. The majority riders are like this. Some follow left turn lights for car drivers, and some I don't think they are following anything. They just wait alongside every pedestrian island and move forward when they find a gap. Amazing. And you will have to watch out for people coming from every direction possible. Some small aisles just appear on the right hand side, and then not every rider appearing will slow down. It's like a free extreme games on the road. It requires your 100% attention. Don't bother doing your daydreaming or texting while walking unless you got great insurance covered. Okay, enough with all the cars. Next, let me take you to do some ordinary daily life, very practical shopping. Where to get small items for my daily necessities like a laundry bag, a magnetic hanger. For those with no price tags, each costs just $10, and you don't have to buy a whole pack just because you need one. Looking ahead, here we are at Wando Market, a small traditional market. It features more than food supply, so fresh veggies, fruit, etc. And that's why Xiaoya Mart is such a great complementary. For postal services, there's an office here, and they are open on Saturday mornings. In conclusion, plenty of choices for food and drinks as well. For the second area, store variety is getting better, but traffic here is the worst of all. Time to get excited. Let's visit the third area. We call it Guanxin. We are now about 3 to 5 kilometers away from the science park.
So this is a Guanxin area. The roads are wider, sidewalks are spacious, and with all the branded chain stores that you are familiar with, including Starbucks, cosmetics, and most importantly, McDonald's. here.
Recently developed, and everything looks so modern and polished, even the banks. Not to mention the cafe and restaurants. If you are used to living in the big city, this is where you choose. Definitely alleviated the discomfort from the adjustments coming along with relocation. I finally were looking at some indoor places to hang out during hot summer, Costco and the Decathlon. I'd say it's less crowded on Sunday than it is on Saturday. Quite often there are vendors gathering on the sidewalk selling used goods, and food trucks would be serving snacks in the middle. It's just nice to have a place to go in the neighborhood on the weekend. Speaking of places to go, there's a park featuring facilities for children, and many newly wedded couples working in the science park would purchase properties here. For some items we can't really afford the amount of wholesale, we go to Big Smart. This branch store here is big and sufficient. It's also convenient to get the tank filled up next door. Here I present another reason to stay in Guanxin area, Gongchuan Charlier Bakery. Best croissant that I have ever tasted. Flaky on the outside and soft on the inside, while traditional croissants are typically created by putting just a layer of puff pastry on the top. The layers of GC's croissants are meticulously crafted with a bread-like texture that is soft, fluffy, and slightly chewy. And you don't taste the fat from the butter, so you don't feel guilty. And they provide indoor seats, so you can go upstairs and enjoy the cup of coffee and the croissant. After that, the last and the most important part of this area, Hsinchu train station. It takes you to Hsinchu downtown and to the Hsinchu high-speed rail train station, where you can easily make it to any city in Taiwan within few hours. Some even live in other cities and they use this to commute and work in the science park. Respect. This train is always on time and it takes only 7 minutes to go either downtown or to the high-speed rail train station. I like the view along the way. So that's all about the 3 close by living areas. Did you see anything you like? This is Yong, and this channel is about career reinvention and living a good life. See you next time.